Welcome back. So, as the article explained, there are some dangers, perhaps, associated with the Tanghulu trend. A few years ago, the hot and trendy thing that all the kids were, and adults were after was maratang. Did you go through a maratang phase?
I've had it before, but it wasn't a phase. It was just like, oh, this is a food. I had it about twice.
Yeah, I think I had it a couple of times. It's nice.
But it was everywhere.
Yes, it was the hot thing. Everyone, oh, I'm going for maratang again. But it turns out the new thing, the new kid on the block, is Tanghulu. But I thought this has been around for quite some time.
So too.
I've seen it in Korea for years and years and years. But maybe it's just a resurgence in the popularity. It apparently started in China. I didn't know that bit. And it was originally made just with hawthorn berries. Again, the sugar coating that is allowed to dry and harden on the outside on a stick. But these days you can see it with every fruit. I've seen grapes, strawberries, bits of melon, pineapple, anything you like on a stick. Not the healthiest snack, but then I think health and snacks is not really meant to go together. But so because the popularity of these things has increased a lot, there's a few issues. So the stick, once you've finished eating, what do you do with the stick? I guess a lot of people just chuck it on the floor,
It's wood, right?
Yeah, but we're not in a biodegradable environment, so it's just litter at the end of the day. Put them in the bin, guys. Come on, you can do it. Also, obviously, if you want to make it yourself, it involves melting sugar to a really high temperature. If you get even a little bit on you, it's going to burn pretty hardcore. So you've got to be careful. Some unsupervised teenagers were doing this and accidentally started a fire. So yes, watch your kids if they're going to be doing this kind of cooking. So honestly, would you call this treacherous?
I don't think so. I would call it cautious.
Be cautious if you're eating or making Tanghulu. Maybe treachery is a strong word.
It didn't promise not to hurt you.
Yes, it's not exactly a betrayal. Yes. Anyway, so the kids in question who did end up starting this fire, apparently they were watching a tutorial about how to make it. So have you ever watched a tutorial online showing you how to make something?
Oh, I mean, yeah. Well, I don't know about make, but do. So it showed me how to fix my car. It showed me how to take apart things. It showed me how to paint, how to set tile, how to bow correctly, things like that. So I definitely watch YouTube tutorials. There are a couple YouTube videos I've been watching about how to make better finances. But all the advice, I'm like, I know it. It's about applying. So but yeah, I love watching those. They're very informative.
Any recipe ones? Any food related?
Oh yes. Anytime I'm looking for a recipe, I have a few saved on my phone even now. One with donuts that I really want to try out, and I think I can try it out quite soon. It's very simple.
Bring me one.
I know, right? They're going to be terrible.
Oh,
if there's any simple, delicious trick to, and it'll be simple, kind of. Sometimes it won't be delicious, but I'll try. I'll bring you a very old, greasy donut.
I'll report back on John's donut making abilities. So if I was going to go to America, which I've never done in my life, what snacks would you insist I try?
I actually was thinking about this because there are quite a few snacks in America, but I feel like most of them have been exported, at least a little bit, or at least the idea has been, right? Or vice versa, the ones in America have been imported from other countries. However, your reaction to both Twizzler and Red Vine had made me realize maybe both of these sort of candies are not available outside of the US. Twizzler is not that great. Some people like it. I think it's too waxy. I prefer the soft, chewing, really flavor-packed Red Vine myself. So I would recommend those. But more than that, just what I would really recommend is going into the snack aisles. or going to a sports game or some event, there's going to be so many localized, specialized, customized, all the ized snacks, and it's going to be great. One that I can think of is in my town of, one of the towns I grew up in, a place called Pueblo. They had a Pueblo chilling roasting sort of event, and there would be chili roasted sort of snacks. It could be nachos, or it could be a type of sandwich, or a hamburger with green chili, drenched in green chili all over. That was the best, by the way. Yeah, that type of stuff. That's what I recommend.
Sounds great. Local snacks.
Local snacks. And we're not talking about the guys at the bar.
Oh, I can't have the guys at the bar too. Oh. Yeah, I think that perhaps, now I think about it, that's really good advice for the UK too. Yeah, if you're going to eat an Eccles cake, have it in Eccles. You know, that's where it comes from. They've probably got the best recipes. If you're going to have a Bakewell tart,
go to Bakewell.
Yeah, if you're going to have some, go to Cheddar.
Oh,
and
gosh.
have the original cheddar cheese.
It's a place. I didn't even know it was a place.
I think we've had this conversation before.
Oh, we have? My memory is a double-edged sword.
I shouldn't have said that. They wouldn't know. Yeah.
And I wouldn't know either.
Well, I hope that tidbit of information skewers itself into John's brain this time. Remember, no littering. Pick up the vocabulary from the section and keep it in your brain and proactively use it in your conversations. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Allure.
Allure.
Enticing.
Enticing.
Litter.
Litter.
Remnant.
Remnant.
Proactive.
Proactive.